Thank you so much both for sharing. You also use the word resonance, and there's a lot of resonance here for myself as well. And I have two questions, and so last two questions, second to last question. The documentary project that I am working on, I see a lot of resonance as well, and just promoting intergenerational healing, giving voice to our community. I'd love to hear from you both. What are your thoughts on the documentary project that I'm working on, The Sound of Healing, and to share with the viewers your perspective on what do you envision the impact could be from the documentary project. For those who do not know about the documentary project that I'm working on, I am going to be, as an artist, I feel called to go to Vietnam and Cambodia to explore the traditional ancient sounds of both motherland for myself, because I have roots in both countries. And that's because being a part of the diaspora, there is a lot of gap in my knowledge and understanding of my ancestral roots. I don't know what the ancient sounds are. I don't know what the traditional sounds are. I am an artist, I'm a healer, and the only way I feel like I'm going to get answers is if I go, and I know that there are so many others that are like me who don't know as well. And so I feel called to document this journey, and at the end of the trip to create a new conscious music album that infuses the traditional sounds into new conscious music. And also it's another project, I feel very similarly, it will transcend beyond time and space, also bridging the gap between countries and generations. So there's a lot of mutual synergy here, and I love that you use the word calling, because there's this knowing that I know it's going to happen. My timeline might be a little bit off, I don't know, but all I know is it's going to happen. Yeah.
We have used the word healing, even in this conversation at various times, talk about various things, right? In our initiative, in our projects, the title might not be named healing, right? But there's, in everything that we do, it generates healing. It's transformative. And healing here, it's subjective in a lot of ways, that people heal and define for themselves healing differently. And that's a beautiful thing. There's no one way to heal. And as long as what we do is generating a positive, it kind of welcomes bravery, because in order to even reflect and acknowledge that you're in a very healingable space, and you're still sitting in that and immersing in that and contributing in that, takes bravery. And so in the things that we do, it's asking that of people. And even though we don't name it like that, there's a lot of bravery that's happening in these spaces, and people are very willing to be in these healing spaces and dialogues and support of this. I don't think we need to say much more and name it even further, that we all believe arts and culture, is actually one of the ways we use to heal ourselves. It's our subjective definition. It's one of the prominent aspects and factors of healing for us individually and collectively sitting here. And so, ALCINA, when you mentioned that you're going to Vietnam and Cambodia, to learn and collect and further make the ancient sounds of healing something that it's and promote it, right, to make it even more something that transcends time, space, and dimensions even more, right? Of course I think it's beautiful. And I think the power of it is so immense, because at the Saturday's event, 1975, the Intergenerational Cultural Commemoration event, we had it in Dorchester. We closed the door of the event space, and once the door, we had guests checking in and lining up, just kind of like a community space, a holding space in the check-in area. But once time comes and we open the doors, and they can't see anything through the window at night, they come into this like transformed space where the lights are dimmer. There are lights, and it's focusing on what, the central area of like the altar. And then there's Namjan going on. And Namjan is one of the, it's one of like the cultural musical elements, that's in Vietnamese heritage. And so it's healing. They're already walking into this space that's transformed, but it's also transformative for them. And it's healing already from the beginning. And so we value ancient sounds of healing, and we inputted that into our event. And that was one of the first things we did for our community members and our audience. Also to showcase it, to promote it. And so you going back to Vietnam and Cambodia to even further it, it's magnificent work. And it needs to be done because sometimes healing doesn't come in words. It's definitely multi-sensory, and sound is definitely one of it. And this has been done. It's ancient healing sound, so it's not new, right? Sometimes in the modernized world, we forget, or we feel more detached because it's not constantly in our in our messaging every single day. And what the world gives the message to us, but it's not new, and it works. It's effective. It's impactful. It's powerful for ancient times and historically. People still use it. People still use it, like the bronze drum. People still drum it, and it's a sound of healing as well. But I'm just saying, people still use it. So therefore, let's let the world remember.
Yeah, I love that.
And never forget, we have this artistry in each one of us. But where did this artistry come from? It came from our ancestors who've been doing this forever. They're creative, right? And so, let's remember, let's not forget that this is all happening, and we're just, giving space and time and global airtime to that is I think it's a wonderful project and an idea, and I can't wait for what you learn from it, because then obviously we're gonna collab. Right, so
Thank you.
yeah.
I remember we were talking about the incense at Saturday's event, and we had the altar front and center with ceremonies from our elders in military kind of garbs too, flags. But I think the center piece, the altar with the fruits, with the flowers, just offering to. And I was once in actually a healing session. They were saying that the altar is really important, and you see it in almost every Vietnamese household and in other cultures too. And it's truly the space that lets the ancestor know that they're welcome. That's the space that they go to. And in almost every ceremony, rituals, even weddings, funerals, in Vietnamese culture and Southeast Asian culture, I would say, it really centers around the ancestors. Literally, every tea ceremonies, making sure certain traditions is really to acknowledge and give gratitude to our ancestors. And so I'm reminded of even smell, creating that multi-sensory, the drummings we had at the beginning for the lion dance, and really and bowing to the ancestors, and that very that present is so important and critical. And so the work that you're doing is beautiful, is so necessary, especially in this time, and we need more work like what you're doing and cultivating and bringing together amazing leaders, artists who are on parallel wavelength and the energy. And so just so much power to you, and strength and light in all the work that you're doing, and continue to unfold.
Thank you. Last question. For those who are moved and touched by the work that you are both doing, where can people learn more about this initiative and how can they support it?
Come to Boston.
We're so happy you asked that question, ALCINA. As Lynn was saying, the word healing in our work, literally, across our social media platform, we're at 1975 Viet Healing. Our email as well at gmail.com. Right now we're launching a fundraising campaign towards the memorial. So givebutter.com 1975 Viet Memorial. So, but when you do hashtag, literally 1975 Viet Memorial across all the platform, you'll connect to us. Yeah. Yes, 1975 Viet Healing. And so, yeah, we invite you to join us in the journey, whether as a supporter locally, as a donor, and in any ways that you can, given your own capacity. Where I've been amazed just by the amount of just support in different ways that have come together. And so, yeah, we just really invite and honor that to continue.
Thank you both for the work that you do, and thank you so much for showing up and making space for me. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah. Hi, friend. It's ALCINA. I wanted to come in here and say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my journey. If you enjoyed this video, and maybe you have been following me throughout the whole entire Healing Through Community series, and you are behind the mission of generational healing, please consider contributing, donating to the Sound of Healing documentary project, where we go to Vietnam and Cambodia to go learn what the ancient sounds are, to then incorporate that into new conscious healing music. If you haven't heard my music yet, this is the time to do so. I'll include the link down below for you to check it out. It's on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, so that you can better understand what is conscious music, what is healing music. It's music that it's intentional to make you feel good, uplift you, motivate you. This is your opportunity to be a part of a project that will impact generations and promote healing beyond time and space and beyond the physical realm. This is a project that is near and dear to my heart, and it is also a divinely guided project. Next year will be the 50th anniversary since the end of the Vietnam War and the 50th anniversary since the start of the Cambodian genocide. 2025 is a big year, and that is our deadline to finish this project. But we can't do this project without your support. So please do what you can, spread the word, and if you can contribute, please do. And let me know if you have any questions, feedback, thoughts. Thank you for your consideration, and let's continue to heal and grow together. Bye for now.